You have been fasting for a few hours now. Your stomach is growling. You feel a little tired, maybe a bit lightheaded, and you are asking yourself, is this actually working? Here is what most people do not realize. Those uncomfortable feelings you are experiencing right now might actually be proof that your fast is working exactly as it should. Today, we are going to explore the signs that show your fasting is doing what it is supposed to do, even when you feel like it is not. Before we begin, this is educational content, not medical advice. If you have any health conditions, please consult your doctor before fasting. Now, let me introduce you to someone who has spent 25 years studying exactly what happens inside your body when you stop eating. Dr. Mark Mattson is a neuroscientist at Johns Hopkins University. He was also the chief of the Laboratory of Neurosciences at the National Institute on Aging. The National Institutes of Health considers him one of the world's top experts on the potential health benefits of intermittent fasting. In 2019, Dr. Mattson published a groundbreaking paper in the New England Journal of Medicine, one of the most respected medical journals in the world. In that paper, he explained a concept he calls the metabolic switch. Here is what it means. When you eat, your body uses sugar from food for energy. Your liver also stores some sugar for later, kind of like a backup battery. But that backup only lasts about 10 to 12 hours. After that, your body has to find another fuel source. So it starts burning fat instead. And when your body burns fat, it produces molecules called ketones. This shift from burning sugar to burning fat is the metabolic switch. And here is the key point. Almost every symptom you experience during fasting is connected to this switch. Dr. Mattson himself has been practicing intermittent fasting since 1980. That was before anyone even called it intermittent fasting. He noticed that when he skipped breakfast, he felt more alert and had more energy, so he started researching why. What he found over 25 years of study changed how scientists understand human metabolism. He discovered that the human body is actually designed to perform well in a fasted state. Our ancestors did not have refrigerators or grocery stores. They often went many hours, sometimes days between meals. If fasting made them weak and confused, they would have died out long ago. Instead, the human body evolved to become sharper and more efficient when food is scarce. The symptoms you feel during fasting are part of this ancient survival system switching on. So let us go through the signs one by one. The first sign is that your hunger comes and goes in waves. You might expect hunger to keep increasing the longer you fast. But that is not what happens. Instead, you feel intense hunger at certain times, and then it fades away, even though you still have not eaten. Why does this happen? Your stomach produces a hormone called ghrelin. Ghrelin is often called the hunger hormone because it signals your brain that it is time to eat. But here is what most people do not know. Ghrelin does not increase continuously the longer you fast. It rises at the times you usually eat. If you normally have lunch at noon, ghrelin spikes around noon. If you usually have dinner at 7, ghrelin spikes around 7. But after each spike, it goes back down even if you do not eat. Research tracking ghrelin levels over 33 hours of fasting found something interesting. Ghrelin was actually lowest, around 9 in the morning, even though that was after 14 hours without food. Hunger is not a straight line going up. It comes in waves. So if your hunger comes and goes instead of constantly increasing, that is a sign your body is working normally. The hunger will pass. One important note here. Normal hunger is different from severe dizziness or shaking. If you feel like you cannot function or you are dizzy for more than 30 minutes, break your fast gently. Listen to your body. The second sign is a metallic or fruity taste in your breath. This one might seem strange, but it is actually one of the clearest signs that your fast is working. When your body starts burning fat, your liver converts that fat into ketones. There are three main types of ketones, and one of them is called acetone. Acetone gets released through your breath. That is what creates that unusual metallic or slightly fruity smell. This is direct evidence that you have crossed the metabolic switch. Your body is no longer running on sugar, it is running on fat. Dr. Mattson explains that most Americans eat 3 meals a day plus snacks. With that eating pattern, they never go long enough without food to flip the switch. Their bodies stay in sugar-burning mode all the time. But when you fast long enough, you flip the switch. And that breath is proof. This symptom usually decreases after a few days as your body adapts. Drinking plenty of water can help reduce it. But do not try to cover it up with sugary gum or mints. Those can break your fast. So the next time you notice your breath smells different during a fast, remember what it means. Your body is telling you it is burning fat. The third sign is feeling cold. Your hands and feet might feel cold. You might want to put on an extra layer of clothing. This can be unsettling, but it is actually a sign of adaptation. Here is what is happening inside your body. When you eat, your body generates heat while digesting food. This is called the thermic effect of food. When you are not eating, there is no food to digest, so this heat source decreases. Also, when you fast, your insulin levels drop. Low insulin signals your body to conserve energy. Part of that conservation means reducing heat production. Your body also redirects blood flow. Instead of sending blood to your hands and feet, it prioritizes your vital organs like your heart, liver, and brain. Your fingers and toes might get cold, but your essential organs stay well supplied. Think about this from an evolutionary perspective. Our ancestors often went days between successful hunts. When food was scarce, their bodies automatically shifted into energy-saving mode. Blood was directed to the organs that mattered most for survival. This kept them alive long enough to find the next meal. So feeling cold during a fast means your body has recognized that you are not eating and is adjusting accordingly. The system is working. To stay comfortable, wear warm clothing, drink warm water or unsweetened tea, and light movement, like walking, can help improve circulation. The fourth sign is initial fatigue, followed by stable energy. In the first hours or first day of fasting, you might feel tired, sluggish, or low on energy. But if you push through, something interesting happens. Your energy becomes more stable. No more afternoon crashes. No more feeling sleepy after meals. What is going on? When you eat carbohydrates or sugar, your blood sugar rises quickly, then falls quickly. This creates energy spikes and crashes throughout the day. You feel energized after eating, then tired a few hours later. When you fast long enough, your body switches to burning fat and producing ketones. Ketones provide a steadier energy supply. No sharp peaks, no deep valleys, just consistent fuel. The initial fatigue is your body going through the transition. Some people call this the keto flu, but it is really just sugar withdrawal. Your body has been running on sugar for years. Switching to a different fuel source takes some adjustment. There is another important change happening during this time. Your body increases production of growth hormone. Research shows that growth hormone can increase by 3 to 5 times during fasting. Some studies have found even higher increases. Why does this matter? Growth hormone helps protect your muscles from being broken down. Many people worry that fasting will cause them to lose muscle, but the increase in growth hormone is your body's way of preserving muscle while burning fat instead. A study published in the journal Diabetes found that growth hormone during fasting actually inhibits muscle protein breakdown. When researchers blocked growth hormone in fasting subjects, muscle breakdown increased by 50%. But with normal growth hormone levels, muscles were protected. So the combination of ketones for stable energy and growth hormone for muscle protection means your body is not just surviving the fast, it is optimizing itself. According to Dr. Mattson's research, most people need about 2 to 4 weeks to fully adapt to intermittent fasting. After that adjustment period, most people report feeling better than before. So if you have pushed through the initial tiredness and now your energy feels more, even throughout the day, that is a sign your body has learned to use fat as fuel effectively. One thing to note, mild fatigue is normal. But if you feel so exhausted that you cannot do normal activities, you might need to add some electrolytes or consider breaking your fast. There is a difference between adaptation and pushing too hard. The fifth sign is brain fog, followed by mental clarity. In the beginning, you might have trouble concentrating. Your thoughts feel slow, like there is fog in your head. But after some time, many people report the opposite. They feel sharper, more focused, and think more clearly than usual. Here is the science behind this. Your brain uses about 20% of your body's total energy. Normally, it runs on sugar. But when you fast and start producing ketones, those ketones can cross into your brain and provide energy to your neurons. Ketones give your brain a steady fuel supply. Unlike sugar, which causes ups and downs, ketones burn more evenly. This can lead to clearer thinking. But there is more. Fasting also increases the production of something called BDNF. That stands for brain-derived neurotrophic factor. In simple terms, BDNF is a protein that helps keep your brain cells healthy and supports the creation of new connections between neurons. When BDNF increases, learning and memory can improve. Dr. Mattson offers an evolutionary explanation for this. Our ancestors needed their brains to work at peak performance when they were hungry. If hunger made them foggy and confused, they would not have been able to find food and survive. So the human body evolved to make the brain sharper during periods without food. If you have experienced that shift from brain fog to mental clarity, that is one of the clearest signs that your body has successfully made the metabolic switch. Your brain is running on the fuel your ancestors used to survive. The sixth sign is actually feeling less hungry after 24 hours. This sounds counterintuitive. You would expect to feel more hungry the longer you go without food. But many people report the opposite. After about 24 hours, the hunger actually decreases. Why? First, ghrelin, the hunger hormone, actually drops after the first day. Your body stops expecting food at the usual times. Second, once ketone levels stabilize, they have an appetite-suppressing effect. Your body is getting steady energy from fat stores, so it does not send as many hunger signals. Third, without the blood sugar spikes and crashes from eating, you do not get those sudden urges to eat. Research confirms this. Ghrelin peaks at expected meal times, but after 24 hours, it starts to decline. Hunger is not linear. It does not just keep going up. So if you notice that your hunger has actually decreased after pushing through the first day, that is a strong sign your body has made the switch and is efficiently using stored fat for fuel. The seventh sign is temporary skin breakouts. Some people notice pimples or minor rashes in the first days of fasting. This can be alarming, but it is usually temporary. Here is what might be happening. When your body burns stored fat, some compounds that were stored in that fat get released into your bloodstream. Your liver is the main organ that processes these compounds. But if your liver is busy, your skin can act as a secondary exit route. There is also another process at work during extended fasting. It is called autophagy. This word comes from Greek and literally means self-eating. But it is not as scary as it sounds. Autophagy is your body's way of cleaning house at the cellular level. When you fast long enough, your cells start breaking down old damaged parts and recycling them into new components. Think of it as your cells taking out the trash and reusing what they can. This cleanup process typically increases significantly after 24 to 48 hours of fasting. As your cells clear out damaged components, some of this cellular debris needs to be processed and eliminated. Your liver handles most of it, but your skin can help. So temporary breakouts might actually be a sign that your body is doing deep cleaning at the cellular level. Things sometimes look messier in the middle of cleaning before they look better. This symptom usually goes away after a few days or weeks as your body adjusts. Not everyone experiences this, but if you do, it may be a sign that your body is actively clearing things out. If breakouts are severe or last a long time, consult a healthcare professional. The eighth sign is mood changes. You might feel irritable, restless, or emotionally sensitive during fasting. This is common, especially in the beginning. Here is what is happening inside. When you fast cortisol, your stress hormone increases slightly. This is a normal response. Your body views fasting as a mild challenge and prepares accordingly. Norepinephrine also increases. This hormone makes you more alert and focused, but it can also make you more reactive. From an evolutionary standpoint, this makes sense. When our ancestors had no food, their bodies released these hormones to keep them alert and ready to act. They needed to be sharp enough to find their next meal. So if you feel a bit on edge during your fast, it is not necessarily a bad sign. It means your nervous system is responding the way it was designed to. Deep breathing, light walking, or meditation can help balance your mood during this time. And this symptom usually decreases as your body adapts to fasting. Now let us bring it all together. The signs we have discussed today: hunger that comes in waves, unusual breath, feeling cold, initial fatigue, followed by stable energy, brain fog turning into mental clarity, decreased hunger after 24 hours, temporary skin changes, and mood shifts. These are all evidence that your body is making the metabolic switch. Dr. Mattson has been practicing intermittent fasting since 1980, long before it had a name. He has studied it for 25 years. According to his research, these symptoms show that your body is activating survival programs that humans have used for millions of years. Here is what I want you to remember. The next time you feel hungry, cold, or tired during a fast, do not assume something is wrong. Those feelings might actually be signs that something is right. Your body is not failing. It is adapting. It is switching fuel sources. It is doing exactly what it evolved to do. Of course, always listen to your body. If symptoms are severe or do not pass, break your fast and consult a doctor. Fasting should challenge you, not harm you. But for most people, these uncomfortable feelings in the beginning are just part of the transition. Push through them wisely, and you may discover a level of energy and mental clarity you did not know was possible. Which of these signs have you experienced during fasting? Share in the comments below. I would love to hear about your experience. If this video helped you understand what is happening inside your body, share it with someone who is considering fasting or who might have given up because they felt bad at first. They need to see what was actually going on. Subscribe to this channel to explore more about the science behind what your body is truly capable of. In our next video, we will explore what happens when you break your fast and why how you eat might matter even more than how long you fasted. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.